down, it's go time, pirates go. She'd not been but 2 years from shore when her value began to soar. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take those bankers in tow. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. Before the boat had hit the water, bankers came but never caught her. All in sync, we hit and fought them, they began to know. No chain was cut, no block was freed, and the captain's mind was not on greed. He belonged to the pirates' creed and took those bankers in tow. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. Da 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 da. For fiat days to be no more, the crypto sank, then rose once more. Coins were lost, yet we still endured. Finally that system did go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the chain's not cut and the block's not gone. We pirates make our regular call where the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. We'll take our treasure and go.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the monthly meeting for the U.S. I'm your Captain Draith, as usual, and let's get this thing kicked off. So, first thing I want to talk about today is the amazing news that came out of CoinEx, which was their wallets are finally working. And you can finally withdraw from CoinEx as well. So, thanks to the tireless efforts of Forge, Cosius, and Mr. Lynch, now users are able to finally withdraw funds from their exchange and, throw them in their wallets and do all that fun stuff. So, unfortunately for GraviX, on the other hand, I can't say the same because they basically are starting to charge people pretty much half their money to withdraw. You can only withdraw 40 ARR at a time, and I think the fee is somewhere around like 15 or 20 ARR. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. But
holy crap!
Yep. So
is that even legal? Is that legal?
It's crypto.
I'm asking if it's legal.
Yeah, seriously. So that's why we will be delisting from there in the next couple months once users get all their funds out, or as much funds as possible. We have some ideas that we've been speculating on as far as why they're doing what they're doing, but obviously we don't have any hard evidence, so it's not even worth talking about at that point. But either way, we will be gone from that exchange in the coming months. So, and I wouldn't recommend using that exchange ever again. So if you can avoid it at all costs. All right. So on top of that, we have the war update that came on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, Friday. Basically, it was an AMA style update. So we realized that not many people knew what war really was or what it did and so forth. So we went ahead and held a AMA style meeting. Took a lot of amazing questions. Basically went to the nitty gritty in detail on what it does, how it works, the specs behind it, and everything. So for those of you who have missed that, along with the recording, I'll give you a brief rundown, and if anybody has any questions still, they can ask it after the updates. So basically, War is wrapped R in either Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain. Still haven't decided, only because I've been getting a lot of suggestions, I guess you would say, to potentially move to Binance Smart Chain just because the fees are insane on Ethereum. But I'll probably end up putting a poll at some point this week and see what everyone thinks. But anyways, yeah, so it's wrapped R. So it's an Ethereum token, but the thing is that it's 1-to-1 with R. And what happens is you have War in a gateway. So when you send your R, the R goes into the gateway and War comes out to your address. Now, the reason for this is several. One, it gives us a ton of exposure to a completely separate crowd that probably haven't heard of us. Two, it gives users on Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain a way to just make their money disappear. What I mean by that is, when you buy War and you want to just, take it out and, convert it to R, what ends up happening is it goes through the gateway, converts it to R, and then you receive it, and then all of a sudden it seems like your funds have vanished. So it gives people a way to become anonymous with their funds. Third thing about it is that you can actually unwrap and then rewrap your coins. So what ends up happening is when you unwrap from one address, it disappears, and then you rewrap to another address, and then it reappears there. So essentially, you could make it so that when you send funds from one wallet to another, there's no linkage between them. There's no way of anybody actually really knowing that it was you who transferred funds from one wallet to another, because they don't know where the funds went at once it got unwrapped to R. Plus, it gives us a lot of options in terms of getting into DeFi. There's going to be staking. There's transaction fees, so it's 1% transaction fees on buys or sells and transfers. So when a user buys or sells, 0.5% goes to liquidity stakers. So there's going to be people staking liquidity, which means it locks up some R and so forth. A lot of cool stuff. So that's War in a nutshell. So like I said, if you have any questions, you can ask after the meeting or after the updates. So next set of updates have to do with the competitions. Music competition, I believe, has either finished or is just about to finish. There's been a ton of submissions and remixes and all that fun stuff, one of which you heard just now, and you've heard quite a few of them, I'm betting, throughout all the meetings that we've listened to. So after the competition ends, you'll hear, we'll be deciding the winners and stuff like that. And so the submission deadline is done. It will be published until the 5th of September. So once we decide the winners and stuff like that, it'll be announced, and from there, we're good to go on that. Now, the other competition is the NFT competition. Tim, do you want to fill everyone in on that? Because you're more knowledgeable on the NFT thing than I am.
Well, I think the best person to speak about this is Wookie, because he is behind the NFT competition for Pirate. But as far as I know, we are accepting submissions right now of different series of NFTs, which are all going to competing for, the one series that we're going to publish. I think the initial intention of Wookie is to use OpenSea and Rarible or these platforms, but there was also a chat to potentially do something exclusive with Tokyo as well. So that's what I know about the NFT competition. Is active now. There is a channel in Discord called exactly that. So if you're a creator, you can go there, drop your ideas, and they will be judged by the community, and the best ones will be released. And some of the proceeds will go obviously back to the creators. Some of the proceeds will go to the project, and some of the proceeds will go to the organizers of this event.
Well, that was definitely way better than I would have explained it, so appreciate that, Tim.
No worries.
So the last submission will be on the 10th of September for the NFTs. So for those of you still planning on getting in, you have until then. All right. So the next topic on the list is the halving. Now, for those of you who are semi-new to crypto and don't know what the halving is when the block rewards half. So it goes from 32R to 16R per block reward. Now, this is typically a non-event, even though the team and I usually just kind of celebrate by just getting together in Discord, chatting it up, and just kind of doing a countdown on the blocks till it happens, and drinking a little bit of rum. So, but realistically, it's a non-event. It's just, another halving we've had. This will be our fourth, I believe. So, it'd be pretty cool to see the community get together too, to celebrate that, kind of do a countdown and stuff. So,
I think it might be fun to do a stream, depending on when it is.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I think it's going to be on the 9th. As far as the
so it lasts for the first time, people can see how much you guys mess about behind the scenes.
we can't let that happen. No, I mean, but we usually we're always in communication with each other anyway, so we're always talking and stuff every day. But generally we spend probably about a couple hours every halving just to relax a little bit and just kind of count down the blocks until the reward, the block or the halving occurs and stuff. So, but it's kind of like the best way to describe it is like New Year's without anything fancy. It's just like sitting at home on New Year's with the TV off and you're looking at your watch. That's pretty much what the halving event is like. But anyways, on to the next thing, which is the casino. Now, I don't think I talked about this the last monthly update because I think it came out just after that. So, Pirate has gotten a casino of its own. The first game available was Roulette, which was a smashing success. And then we have craps and slots that are now available. And then in about a couple weeks, we'll have Caribbean Stud Poker available too. So the crazy thing is that there's been over, I think it's 32,000 bets in a month, which was crazy to see. And that was just mainly one game. because there's only one game available for the longest time. So crazy shit to see. Can't wait to see what happens when we have a full suite of games and stuff, and gets really, really, really popular at that point. So, because the cool thing is everything's on chain, verifiable, and everything. So, and there's no transaction fees for placing bets and stuff. So, but yeah, so awesome stuff with that. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend checking it out. And remember, gambling can be an addiction, so please don't gamble too much.
You have to put up the Gamblers Anonymous phone number, bro, right after they play.
Yeah, me and the team are starting a Gamblers Anonymous project where you buy tokens and then you can get support with those tokens. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, we're just following what the government does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, play as many scratch offs as you want, and if you have a problem, call this phone number. We have the pirate doctor in the house, guys. You know that?
What's that?
Pirate Doctor.
Yep, the guy that the guy I've been getting my colloidal silver from for ever since Porkfest.
Oh, I met him.
Mhm.
Yeah, nice guy.
He's got a business. He accepts R. You can let him on it if you want. Let him talk about his business.
Didn't you have him on one time?
I don't think so.
I thought you had some medicinal guy or something on the one time.
Oh, that's
I've had a few of those people.
He's been on a couple of times.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, but yeah, so awesome stuff. And like I said, Caribbean Stud Poker will be available about a couple weeks after it goes through its testing and everything on Nightlife Crypto, just to make sure that bugs are resolved, any payouts are verified, and everything's good to go. And then we'll grab it for Pirate. And then the last thing on the list is the CoinDesk article that was put out, which was awesome. Very well written. Cax or Tim, if you guys can post that'd be great. This way everyone can check it out. Highly recommend reading it. And we also had an article that was republished onto NASDAQ, of all places.
The Motley Fool article.
Yeah, it was a Motley Fool article that was republished onto NASDAQ, which was crazy to see. So even Motley Fool, that was impressive that we actually had somebody that wrote about us. So we're getting more and more attention, which is absolutely amazing to see, guys. So, but aside from that, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I know it was kind of quick. We're all busy working on stuff, and not too much in terms of updates this month. So,
but we know that the development team is working on updating the wallets and introducing the passwords, right?
Yep. That was a question from earlier today in the EU meeting. So that's actually a good point to bring up, Tim. So that's something that's going to be implemented in the next version of the full node wallet. So there's that. And also, for those wondering about the atomic DEX, we are not being implemented this go around, but the next go around we are. So. All right. Any questions, comments, anything?
Hey, PPM Silver, when it's time to ask questions, you can come on. Is this the question time? The crowd?
Yep.
Just raise your hand, PPM Silver, if you want to come on and tell us about your new business.
So Bill Husky on YouTube, he says that this needs to be listed on Coinbase ASAP.
All I can say is we're going to apply, But who knows? Regulations and everything. More than likely, they'll say no because they don't like privacy coins. I don't think. Oh, I forgot one other thing that was mentioned in the other meeting was that I am currently working with one of the community members to that's creating a coin design that will probably be going on the silver pirate chain coin that'll be getting made, the 0.999 silver. Yeah, so me and him are working together on that, and then I'll be starting to take pre-orders probably in the next month or so, month and a half, something around that, depending on when the my manufacturers get back to me on pricing and everything. So. Yeah, so huge shout out to Sems for awesome designs.
What an amazing design.
All right, any other questions, Tim?
On Twitch, KGA222777 is asking, are there going to be any changes to the paper wallet in the up and coming months?
To my knowledge, no. Cax may be able to better answer that because he's been talking to Forge about the paper wallet stuff in the past. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have immediate plans, but there's always work happening and updates.
Right, so, question from Telegram: do we have any information on Halo? Where can I read about it? Just type in Halo Zcash in Google, and then you'll see a ton of articles come up and stuff. In terms of whether or not we're implementing it, I have no idea. It needs to be tested thoroughly, make sure that all the bugs are out of it, make sure that there's no spending issues or any issues of any sort. So, because the moment we fork, it's a permanent thing, guys. So, it's something that we're looking into very heavily, but it's not something we're just going to immediately switch to.
So SJ from YouTube is asking, what's your plan where Gensler and the the SEC starts breathing down your neck? They're coming for crypto.
They've been saying that for years. Honestly, the main thing they're concerned about is securities, obviously, which we are not a security. We have a legal opinion on that. And fraud, which obviously we're not a scam project, so they shouldn't be looking our way.
I have news for you. I'm coming for you, motherfuckers.
You've been saying that for years, bro.
Right, I'm still coming. Just when you least expect it. I'm coming. And if I don't make it, my son will. We're
I'm just
raising
waiting. I'm
pirates
just
here.
waiting for your son to be a deckhand and pirate. Work his
Dude,
way up.
That's only going to take a couple of years.
nah, you see the way they raised us to be these type of people where you got to get a college degree and you got to do this and you got to do that. Now my son's gonna be raised as a pirate, right? He's got to learn how to make a cannon and then fire it, right? He's got to learn how to make guns. He's got to learn how to 3D print, develop applications, right? Real world stuff. He better know how to change the oil on his car, by the time he gets one. Right? Real
He's got to
simple
learn
shit
how
that
to.
most kids can't do.
He's got to learn how to import private keys.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's good. I'm putting him in all development classes as soon as he knows his numbers.
As soon as he can speak and say daddy.
Yeah, as soon as he says daddy, yo,
It's
gonna
like,
make that,
okay, come here. This is your wallet.
we're gonna make that a variable.
His first word's gonna be Halo or fucking zero knowledge proofs.
How do we define that variable of dada? We could do that. And we raise pirates here, man. I mean, we believe in this shit so much. I mean, I live my, we've all lived the life most of you are living. I don't know about others on the team, but I've been there. I've done the Fortune. I've done the Fortune 30 companies. I've done and at the end, it's all fucking bullshit, right? They fuck you left and right, and you know it. You know it. It hurts when you get that check. It don't even fucking feel good, right? You know what I'm talking about. You out there know what I'm talking to. You work 9 to 5. You get that check, and it's like, I need more. This is not even paying for things, right? It's rough. It's because you're a fucking slave, and those people above you are making so much money on you. You have no idea.
So wait, are you telling me that a 9 to 5 is bad?
Yeah, I am. It's exactly what I'm saying. You should work when you want to work. You sleep as long as you have to sleep.
I'm trying to fake a shocked face, but I can't.
A lot of people who work really hard know that the non-luxury or having to wake up every goddamn morning at a specific time, being there at a specific time, and 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 waiting for that last hour to approach, and you do
Oh
that
yeah.
every day. You do that every day, and it sucks. It's a part of your life you need to eliminate.
Funny
And
thing is that I still have a 8 to 5 job, but obviously I'm in crypto full time too, and it's just absolutely hilarious because that whole damn I got 1 more hour left feeling is always there, but at the same time that never happens when I'm working on crypto stuff ever.
you know, i- if you've never been a boss, if you've never been a boss, be a boss. You're already a boss, and you don't even know it. Uh, Instead of working for somebody, try teaching on your own. Be a private teacher. I'm looking for people to teach my children. What do you know how to do? I'll take any education you got, right? I want my son to be awesome. And I'm sure there's a lot more daddies out there that feel the same way and would and would hire you to teach him whatever particular skills you got. You know, play a guitar. I don't care, but skills. I want to see skills. You don't go to school and come out and not remembering anything you've done for years just because of this test study. Because I went to public schools, PS 41 or 58. I grew up in public schools, hardcore schools, and it was a very melting pot in there, man. A lot of cliques. All the Chinese sat with the Chinese, all the black kids sat with the black kids, and all the white kids sat with the white kids. It was like that in my schools when I went. There were fights before they even opened the doors to let us all in. There were always fights. Um, so I don't know where I was going with that. Where was it? Where was I going with that? I don't remember. Um, the school systems that they bring you up in. I would never want my child to go into these schools that I've been to. Never, ever. Horrible. They don't care about your kid. Actually, how come there's no cameras inside the classes? I want to see that. I want to see what they teach the kids all day. I mean, we pay for it through our taxes, right? How come there's no cameras inside the classes so I can see how they're teaching my child?
Yeah,
If
just
I anyway, the lesson.
an interesting fact that I have obviously a bunch of friends that are engineers because I'm an engineer myself, and the main difference between me and them is that honest I didn't go to college for this. They did, you know, and it's hilarious because the amount of information that they use out of all 4.5 years that they spent in college they barely use anything. Because the thing is that it's all basically done for you.
Yeah, you don't learn it. I don't. Nothing I've learned skill wise came from the fucking school. Nothing. I learned all that stuff on my own. And everybody out there could do it too, man. It's called Google. We don't like Google, but a lot of good info there. Start learning anything you want. But the problem is you don't have time, right? Like Raf from the Crypto Vigilante says, they don't give you time to think, right? You got so much on your plate. They don't give you time to think.
All right. Do we have any other questions from the socials or anywhere?
Yes, we
We got
do.
it.
Somebody is asking, I'm teaching my nephews how to use crypto. Why ARRR is the best private option and how the state is always trying to screw you?
Well, ARRR is the best option because we are literally the most private. zk-SNARKs is widely considered the strongest privacy protocol out there. And even Monero, would be second, they have a bug in there. And there is a bug that is very well known now in Ring CT that where if you receive a transaction and then you send a transaction within 20 minutes of receiving one, it breaks your privacy. Game over. So that's why ARRR is officially the most private cryptocurrency in existence. There is no more debate. So
Even simpler than that. It's the best. It's the closest thing you could get to one-on-one, me and you, like being right in front of each other and exchanging a piece of gold by hand. That's the but from a distance. So Pirate lets you do that from a distance. One-on-one. There's no intermediary. There's no third parties, right? Nobody there to steal money from you. Right? It's just me putting it in your pocket directly.
without anybody else knowing.
Right. But
Tim, what was the second part of the question?
So the second part of the question is how is the state always trying to screw you?
States always try to screw you because they try to remove your privacy and see everything you do, every action you take, every dime you spend when it's none of their fucking business. It's nobody's business what you do with your money or how you act in your own home and in your own private space. You know, there's a saying that goes along the lines of "You're not your true self if you don't have privacy," and it always rings true. If you always know you're being monitored, you're not going to be yourself. You're going to act the way that, or you're going to tend to act the way that they're expecting you to act, not how you want to act. And the same goes with money. By having all your transactions monitored and everything, you're not going to spend money on the things that you want to buy or the things that you want to do because, you know, if the state deems something as bad and they're always watching what you do, you tend not to do those things. You know, having privacy is the ultimate freedom and the ultimate financial freedom as well.
yep.
Hit me, Tim. What else you got?
Someone's raising their hand. If you wanna let them in.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
His name is Mike, if I remember right. Mr. PPM. So he actually runs the Midfest festival. He does a lot of libertarian, freedom oriented things. This guy, pretty
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
And he's our doctor. If you look at the picture.
PM, just hit accept on the invite to the stage, and then you'll be able to speak.
It should be like the top bar. It's a green bar at the top. Yep, no. welcome.
What's up, PPM? Go ahead and unmute, and then you can say what you want.
Parts per million. ppm stands for parts per million.
That's a very weird number, too, when you think about things like that. Like, for example, with cereal, parts per million refers to, like, dirt and bugs and shit that's in your cereal. That's an acceptable level.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. So the water I make distilled water, right? And it comes out to like 0.99, really tiny amounts. And then the distilled water is a little dirtier. And then holy shit, man, if you get a ppm tester and you put it in your water, your sink water, you never drink it again, man. You see all the shit that's in there?
Dude, back when I lived on Long Island, I used to drink all the time from a fucking hose.
Yeah.
All kids did, man.
Yeah, it's true. Well, we all cooked with that shit. I mean, there was a period, phase where the water got worse. Though you got to keep that in mind. They started dumping fluoride inside our water system, upping the chlorine levels. Right? Why can't they use ozone? Why do they got to use chlorine? Why do they got to use chemicals? Is there a job there that you don't want to get rid of? Somebody getting some benefits?
Matt, PPM, can you? Is your mic working or?
Yeah, Mike, you're on mute.
No, well, let's go to the next question, and then we'll go back to him.
Oh wait. Why is he red? His mute is red.
One with nature is asking, will there be an island we can all party on when price goes to 100? I think this is a persistent question, and we have to clarify to people if we're going to buy an island or not.
That's definitely been a discussion a couple times before, so we'll revisit it when it comes closer.
I think people are asking for an island.
People are asking what?
For an island.
Oh yeah, of course. And we got to have a pirate ship to transport everyone there too. So island first, then ship. Well, actually, no, ship then island because we have to get to the island somehow.
Okay, should I put up the donation pages?
Sure.
Okay, done.
He's having trouble unmuting himself.
Okay, so Autonomous Collective is asking, do you have a step-by-step example on how to participate in Pirate? I.e., link or post of how to go from no coins to USB, wallet, exchange, etc., etc., etc.
Actually, we do. It's on our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, type in Pirate Space Chain, and then search for our channel. We have tutorial videos there for all that. What else we got?
Hey guys, if you go to ppm Silver on the left and you look at the list there, how come his mic is red and Cac's mic is grayed out?
I don't know. I right-clicked on him and to see if he was muted by somebody, but he wasn't.
Right?
So
like
he's not server muted or globally muted, so I don't know.
I'm not sure if I read this one. What wallet should I get to pull my ARRR off KuCoin?
Any wallet. Just make sure you get it off of KuCoin. Oh, or not KuCoin. KuCoin's fine, but it all depends on your computer setup, what you feel like doing. I always recommend the full node wallet if you can run it, but it takes longer to sync and things like that. But the light wallet's fine too. So
Okay, so Electropig von sorry, Fockengrooven. He got upset that we talked about the island and left. And there's a little bit of chat about this on YouTube, which is quite funny.
I was being serious about the island.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. But he was also seriously offended. He thinks the island is trivial.
Yeah, I mean, at that point we just got to go shopping.
Exactly.
Any new events coming up, guys? We're gonna go to?
That brings up a very good point, Luce, that I forgot about. So, sorry to say that Pirates Week Festival this year in the Caymans is not going to be a go. Due to the COVID restrictions and all the crap, we can't go there. So, which means that in place of that, I will be in Miami again for 2 conferences back to back. So I'll be at the Komodo conference and then the conference right after that. I forget the name of it. Lutz, do you remember the name of it? The one we talked about last night?
Well, can't we go to the Caymans disguised as pirates?
No, we can't actually, because if you look at the restrictions, they don't allow anybody that's a non-native or doesn't have a house there or is not a student there or whatever.
Well, let's buy a house.
Can we close on a house within 60 days?
Easy. We'll get the community onto this.
Yeah, it would be 60 days. Hell, if we do that, then we can all say we all live there. Yeah, we have a 4-bedroom house with 50 people.
That's fine. I mean, we're pirates. We'll find somewhere to sleep.
No, we just park our ship somewhere.
Okay, we might upset more people with this, so let's talk about something more serious, which is
Vaccines.
What
your vaccines.
What is the next thing for pirate updates? What's the next thing that people can expect? Bill Husky is asking.
Well, the release of War, the NFT contests coming to a close. Same thing with the music contest. There's a couple things that I'm working on that I can't really speak on yet because it hasn't hasn't progressed for far enough along to really have me discuss it. Anyways, we're applying to more places like exchanges and stuff like that. Yeah, and then the guys in the BPSA are looking to do more collaborations with each other, so Pirate will get involved in that and see who else we can work together with and integrate with. Potentially, getting listed in wallets, third-party wallets and stuff. So there's a lot to look forward to.
I'm excited.
I'm always excited, man.
I'm talking about just my feelings, not anything else.
Autonomous Collective says, I understand what R is, but what is war? Is that a new coin, a split?
No, so War is just wrapped R on Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain. So, as I mentioned previously, the way that this will work is there's going to be a gateway that essentially you send R to, and it converts one-to-one to War and sends it to your Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain address. So, what's going to happen is the team will be sending some War through the gateway or sending some R through the gateway to convert to War, providing liquidity on the biggest exchange on whichever network we choose. And then from that point, users with R can send it and convert to War, stake liquidity, things like that. And then the hope is that people start finding out about R. It allows users on whatever network it's on to basically make their money disappear, or if they want to, make it disappear and reappear somewhere else into a different wallet. So there's no way of linking those two wallets together with that transaction, and so forth. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think it did.
Cool.
Okay, so Dave Elliott on YouTube has just stated that the first thing he's going to do when R goes off big time, I don't know what he means by that, is to buy a ship. So, Dave, can you please tell us when is that big time so we can expect the ship, please? Thank you.
A couple other things too. There's a couple of questions in weekly meeting chat. One is, can we store War on the full node wallet? And that's a no. War will be able to be stored on something like MetaMask or Trust Wallet or things like that utilize Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain. Another thing is, I forgot to mention this. We had our third birthday on Sunday, which was freaking amazing. Had a huge turnout. There's 130 people in voice chat, and the team talked about what drew them to R, why they stayed in R, and what R means to them, and things like that. And then we heard stories from tons and tons of users and other teammates and all different types of people, just about how they found out about R, how they got into it, and it was just amazing. Loved hearing all those stories.
I mean, there were such heartfelt stories that from a celebration I almost cried.
Yeah, I can.
It was really moving at the end, like how everybody connects so deeply with the project. It's amazing.
Yeah, I can hear the tears coming through your mic.
Dream, get your hand off my leg. This guy, he always has a sob story, and then he puts his hand on my leg.
I have tried to explain to you many times that extending my leg through Discord is not possible technically.
That's what NFTs are for, right?
Man. You're perfect. That's why I like you. It's one of your best features. One of your best features, bro.
All right, we'll take a few more questions and then we'll start wrapping it up. What you guys got?
So Matt Moom is asking, so is War an indirect way to get R onto exchanges?
It can be, yes. It actually can be. So for exchanges that won't have a hard time listing R or just won't list it or whatever the reason may be, War is a very, very simple way to get added to an exchange. And technically, if there's an exchange that doesn't accept privacy coins, technically War isn't a privacy coin, so that beats that rule.
When Binance?
Thursday.
When Polo?
Saturday.
Bill Husky is asking, where and how and when can you exchange R for War?
Where will be on our website. There will be a subdomain called war.pirate.black. This way it's easy to remember and easy to find. How you would send R to the gateway, just follow the instructions, and then basically just provide it your receiving address on Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, and then send funds through the gateway, and then you'll receive more. And then, so it was where, how, and what?
And when?
When? About a week and a half, at most 2 weeks. So we're looking at end of next week, maybe mid week after.
Nice.
Amazing.
Barring any, um, delays, which I don't foresee any. So
James Abergas, he's asking, will dark web markets adopt R? Do people want it to, or don't want the association? To me, that's what gives Monero its value.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Yeah, we don't need dark web adoption, for R to progress.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
It has plenty of use case outside of that space for it to succeed, in my opinion.
Skeptical Eyes said earlier, you guys mentioned some thing about R lottery. Do you have any more information about that? Actually, yes. So after the Caribbean Stud Poker gets released, we'll be releasing shortly after that a lottery, just like in Nightlife Crypto. And the way that lottery will work is it's numbers 0 through 25 that you choose 3 numbers, and then you purchase a lottery ticket for however much that's to be determined. And then 90% of that goes into the pot. And then if somebody hits the jackpot, it's going to be daily drawings too. So your ticket's good for the drawing that's coming up. And then if you lose, then that's that. So the pot will grow over time, and then if somebody gets all 3 numbers, they get the jackpot. If somebody gets 2 out of the 3 numbers, they get 20% of the pot. If somebody gets 2 numbers and somebody else gets 3 numbers, that means that one person gets 20%, the other person gets 80%. And then if there's multiple people that get 3 numbers, it gets split, and so yada, 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 yada.
That is fantastic. Ezio or Eslo on YouTube is asking, has it been discussed to create a fundraiser for marketing efforts? I feel like the only thing holding us back is not enough people hearing about Pirate.
Well,
You're not yelling loud enough.
No.
that too. But so that was the whole purpose behind the casino. I mean, granted, I was going to get it ported over anyways, but 25% of the proceeds or the profits from the casino go directly to marketing for Pirate. And then on top of that, War, when that's released, so I mentioned that there's a 1% fee for buying, selling, or sending around, blah, yada, yada, yada. And then half of it goes to liquidity stakers. The other half goes towards Pirate, and then that'll be partially used for marketing as well. So we're generating income streams so that we can put more money toward marketing and any other effort that we need.
And it's easy to say we need to throw money at marketing, but I would love for people to actually give me a plan. Tell me what to spend it on, and what do you think is worth it? And I might agree, I might disagree.
Well, this is why we already have signed up into a series of articles that are coming out from Coinbase that are discussing privacy, because we thought it was very important for more people, to find out about these things, not just about Pirate, but also about the importance of privacy in blockchain.
You mean CoinDesk?
Sorry, CoinDesk.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's why this article is coming. These articles are coming out, and also we have, more articles coming out with other organizations that hopefully will try to push us forward. And obviously, there's also a lot of ideas about a bunch of initiatives. I think COVID killed a lot of them, but there's still quite a lot of ideas, especially to try and sponsor events in places such as South America, such as Asia, where our following is far smaller than in other parts of the world. And there's a few other initiatives that are under thought and under discussion, on how to expand our reach to younger audiences, to more women, to families, and all these kind of things that will bring a wider audience to Pirate.
Also, Eyes to See says, how/when do we enter this lottery? The lottery will be available on the piratelife.casino website, just like the other casino games. And yeah, so it'll be available there when it's ready to go.
I'm actually discussing in the community here in the chat about an idea of having every week a contest, and we'll give 20, 30 pirate away to the winner. And, to the winner, whoever we feel has the best story for that day. So we'll listen to everybody's story, how you became a pirate, and how did you become a pirate? What made you look into this world, right? And then at the end, we choose the one we like the most amongst the team, and they win a few pirates.
Could I submit my story, Lutz?
Oh man, that's like cheating.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. All right, well, let's take one more question, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay, so Matt Moom is asking, so war price is linked to R, or I don't quite get this. So if on a major exchange their prices will majorly affect the R price, I'm assuming he means if war goes to a major exchange, will that affect the price of R?
Can. I mean, we got listed on what is it? Changely and KuCoin and stuff, but it really didn't affect the price. And those are major exchanges. I mean, it all depends. But the thing is that when we list war on, say, Uniswap or PancakeSwap, the price of it will be the average price that is shown on, say, CoinGecko or whatever, right? So it's in terms of if the price, say, shoots up, the market's going to take care of itself because I already know people are going to arbitrage and blah blah blah, and the whole price of R will balance out everywhere anyways, just like every other coin out there. But there's always going to be differences in price, no matter from exchange to exchange anyways. So.
Oh, this is a cool idea. I'm really getting excited about this contest every week. It's gonna be awesome hearing everybody's story.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, but all right, guys. Well, appreciate everyone coming. Thank you, Cax. Thank you, Lutz. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Wookie. Thank you, Kosius, and everybody else on the team. Thank all of you in the community. Without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are today. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you all next time.
Internal meeting.
Is that the new code word instead of pineapple?
Rum meeting.
We're gonna finish with a fantastic song from Scott Perry, an interpretation of the Pirate Chain music theme.
Pineapple.
and the name of the ship was Privacy. The winds blew hard and Fiat dipped down. It's go time, pirates, go. She'd not been but 2 years from shore when her value it began to soar. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take those bankers in tow. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. Before the boat had hit the wall and sank, we hid and fought them, they began to know. No chain was cut, no block was free, when the captain's mind was not on greed. He belonged to the pirates' creed and took those bankers in tow. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. Da 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 da. For fiat days to be no more, the crypto sank, then rose once more. Coins were lost, yet we still endured. Finally that system did go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the chain's not cut and the block's not gone. We pirates make our regular call, we're the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto, gold, and rum. One day when the system is done,